Mm. Hey guys, hello, good afternoon. I am late, so sorry. Welcome to Friday Faith Sessions. I am Brianna and I am still recuperating. I am recuperating like hard duty. This morning, I lied to you not. I didn't roll over until about 9:30 and I didn't get out the bed till after 10. I'm telling you, Thanksgiving hit me heavy this year. I definitely pray that you guys had a beautiful, safe, healthy, full Thanksgiving. If you were able to be with family and friends, that's also what's up. If not, then hey, there's nothing wrong with having Thanksgiving by yourself, I guess. As long as you're happy. I think that's what matters. But I just wanted to come in today. I was like this close to not filming because I am so sleepy, y'all. I cooked all day Wednesday. I cooked all day yesterday. My brother and my sister came down and I didn't go to bed till late. And y'all, I've been a grandma for a long time. My bedtime usually right around like 9, 10 o'clock. So but anyway, again, thank you guys for tuning in. Today is November the 27th, 2020. And I'm not going to keep you very long. Like I said, I could go back to bed right about now and take me a nap. I think I won't go down the menu because then I'll make some of you hungry. And we don't want to do that today. But today I just want to encourage you to keep moving. I know I say it at the end of every session, and I really do mean that. Be determined to make and reach whatever goals you have made for yourself and that may have been interfered by something that happened in your life. So, for instance, for me, if you happen to watch my She Named It Trevor 10 episode testimonial vlog, one thing you'll learn about me is that I had went to college, and right out of high school, I went straight to college, and my goal was to get my nursing degree. And the year that I just missed the mark to get my nursing degree was 2012. It was May of 2012. So I didn't graduate like I had anticipated. But I made up in my mind, like, I was going to go back to school, whether it would be for nursing or something else, because I had set that goal in my mind. It was something major for me because no one in my family has graduated from college. So it would be a first for the Jacksons. And so I was like, listen, I have to go back to school. I did. After I didn't graduate, I went back into work full time, but I stayed constant on I'm going back to school. I'm going back to school. When it was going to happen, how it was going to happen, I wasn't sure, but I had to make it happen. And so then obviously I got hit at the end of 2012, beginning of 2013, with this very rare disease called desmoid tumor. And it knocked me off the board like nobody's business. I went from, completely fine, totally healthy, working, trying to save a little bit here, make plans for going back to school and just bettering myself as a person. And then I get sick out of nowhere. And there was a brief period of time where I was like, you know what? I I'm not sure if I'll ever make it back to school. I'm not sure if I'll ever feel up to it, if I'll ever be strong enough, if, I'll even have the opportunity. And so in the beginning, it was kind of like, okay, well, let's just deal with this problem that we have right here, right now. And we finally made it through. It made me even more determined to go back to school because in the beginning, I was like, well, I'm going to keep going for nursing because having had been on the opposite side, being a patient, I knew that I would have more empathy, more sympathy for people who were patients. So at the time, I still was like, well, definitely after this experience, I'm definitely going back to become a nurse. And that was my goal. I was getting better. And I was like, once I'm strong enough, once I feel like I'm strong enough, I'm going to go back to school. Why? Because it was a goal that I already set prior to this mysterious random event that knocked me off my chair. And I wanted to meet that goal. I wanted to see it happen. I wanted to, you know, accomplish that. And so when I finally got better, strong enough to go back to work, I was like, well, you know what? I'm not going to let any more time go by. I'm going to do what I set my heart to do, and that's finish school. And that's what I did. I started putting that. Honestly, I only put out one application. I put out one application, and at the time, I did initially apply for nursing because I was like, well, that's what my heart was. I'm like, I'm gonna finish what I started. I'm really close. The only thing that was gonna change that was whether or not my credits would put me in a position to not have to take a really long time to finish my nursing degree. So I applied to one school only, and I got in. But when I found out how many of my credits they were accepting for the nursing program, I was like, oh, this is not gonna work, because essentially I was gonna have to start from scratch. And that was what I was trying to avoid, was starting from scratch. So I was reminded of something else, another field that I was very interested in during the time that I was working with children. And that field was speech pathology. And I said, well, I went to see if this school had a degree program within that arena, and lo and behold, they did. So I was already accepted. All I did was switch majors, and by the end of 2015, I'm sorry, by the end of 2014, mind you, this is only a year after recovery, I was set to start school January of 2015. And I did. I finished. I went through. I finished. I, at one point, was working and on chemo and in school, and I had to push myself to do that because, for those of you who have been on chemo, it can be very draining. I was only working part-time, but, I still managed to hold on to my job for a little bit, as long as I could, really. And my dreams don't stop there. And so, like I said, I just want to encourage you to keep moving, to keep going after whatever is your dream is. Take it one step at a time. Like I said, I mean, I'm encouraging myself. I have to encourage myself because there are other things that I want to accomplish as well. Other things on a larger scale that I would like to accomplish. And some days, yes, it feels very out of reach. Some days it seems like there's just no way I'm going to ever get there. Some days I'm just like, well, maybe I should just throw in the towel right here and now. And then I remind myself that I can't do that. I remind myself that if I was able to get through going to school, getting my degree during the time that I was, going through chemo and radiation and trying to keep down a job, then I can push myself to do anything else it is that I set my mind to do. And the principle of this particular Bible story really emphasizes that. There is a story in the Bible, you can find it in Matthew, Mark, and Luke, about a woman who had an issue of blood for 12 years. 12 years is a very long time to deal with anything. And it's also a very long time to hold on, And when she got wind of Jesus, she made up in her mind. She said, if I can just touch the hem of his garment, I know I'll be healed. And she had to push herself. She had to push through people, push through obstacles and circumstances to get to Jesus, to get the healing that she knew she could have if she just got to him. And her sense of determination is very inspiring. And it's like, despite all her obstacles, despite her shortcomings, despite the things that she wasn't supposed to do, and that day when you had those type of issues, you were considered unclean. You were not supposed to be in public. You were not supposed to be around people. She defied all the odds and was like, listen, I know what I need and I'm going to go get it. you know and that's the kind of attitude we have to have. I know what I want and I'm going to go and get it. Like I said, I'm telling y'all, honest to truth, honest to God, this is for me as much as it may be for any of you, because I have a lot of dreams. I have a lot of things I want to accomplish. And sometimes it just seems like it's never going to happen. But as long as I have breath in my body, I'm going to keep pushing and I'm going to keep pressing and I'm going to keep going towards things that I want to accomplish, because at the end of the day, it's going to help somebody else. And that is my grandest desire, is for my life to be helpful to someone or many other lives. That is it for today. I pray that you guys have an amazing weekend. Remember, keep pushing, keep moving, keep your head up, stay determined, encourage yourself. It may be difficult. Trust me, it may be difficult, but you could do it. And I will get at you guys next week. Have a great day and see you later. Toodles.